All right, so we're back at the shop today. This time I decided not to do it in the heat of the day. It's around 4 or 5 in the afternoon, but we still got some work to do on the boat. So been working on fairing, been working on sanding. So got these corners up here to still kind of smooth out a little bit, but pretty much overall I need to get rid of all of the lines, smooth all this down. I want to get it down to about 220 grit sandpaper. Right now it's kind of a rough 80. So still got a lot to do. I started to use the deck or do work on the deck, but I was having a hard time getting the original non-skid off of the boat. You can see up there where I brought it all the way down to glass, but after talking to one of the professionals up here, they said that's not really what you want to do. So I'm now using a grinder with a 50 grit and really just scuffing it up and getting the pieces that are going to chip off, getting those out of there. And then I'm going to use some fairing putty and really smooth this out. So I'm still in the process of getting all of that off. We've got this section here that will really just still needs to be done, but I'm getting a lot of these big flakes, and that's really what I'm focused on, is getting these flakes off, bringing it down as much as possible, and then I'll come back and smooth once all of the chips and flakes come off. All right, so we got got I think most of the grinding done, at least in the deck in the middle, about as far as I can go. I did hit it with a 50. 40 or 36 was just a little bit too aggressive. So, but went ahead and hit it with a 50. Got all of these little chips. You can kind of see these chips. Everything's been flaking off. So I got most of those chips off, everything that would come off with the grinder. And now it's just a matter of going back and sanding. I'm going to sand it as pretty much as smooth as I can. And then I'm going to probably spread some fairing putty on it, and then do some fairing and then sand again. And then I'll start bringing it up to the 220, get that fine grit so that we can actually start painting. One thing that I will say is a huge help is having a shop vac. Definitely want to make sure you have something like this. Yesterday I didn't have the shop vac and there was just dust everywhere. So definitely try to keep it clean. It's a lot easier to work with if your workspace is clean. Also, another thing is have a respirator, something that will protect you from all of the fumes and debris that is coming off. I know these are the filters that I had, but you know, they did the job for what I needed them to do. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit the top rail here. You can see the top rail still has some cracking. It's pretty smooth, but it does have those little spider cracks. I'm going to see if I can take those down a little bit and get that out a little bit more. Kind of just do an 80 all the way around again, nice and deep, and then go up from there. And I still got to do a lot of prep work. I'm still trying to figure out the edge down here, so you can kind of see I got the deck in the middle, but the edge where it's all dirty and there's a little crack here or crevice for, like, you know, water drainage. Not sure what tool I'm going to use for that. I do have a die grinder from Milwaukee. I might use that. Trying to find something that'll get in that little bevel without doing it by hand, because I know doing this by hand is going to take a long time. I just used a grinder and it's nowhere close to smooth. So I know if I don't have some type of power tool for that, at least to knock off the big stuff, it's going to be pretty rough. So, but yeah, stick along, follow along. We're going to be doing a lot to this boat. I think we're going to close off the transom here. We're going to put a piece of Cusa across, bring the transom up just a little bit, and then reinforce it with glass. It actually is pretty solid, but you know, it can't hurt. Since we're doing it, we're going to go ahead and just put a little bit more glass on it. And then we're not really sure what we're going to do with the inside yet. We don't really know. So stay tuned. You got any ideas what you think we should do? I know we're going to put a Honda outboard on, probably 100, because I think it weighs the same as the 90. So figure might as well have a little bit extra horsepower. But we're not sure yet of the layout. I know we've got a live well, we've got some consoles. Other than that, we're not really sure what we want to do. Also, we're going to probably try to put a trolling motor up here. Still got to find pictures of what that looks like, if there's any out there that maybe have done it before, so I don't have to recreate the wheel. I'm curious how the mounting will work, in the hull. So this is a 1971. I don't think they had that many trolling motors, I'll say, back in the day. But I don't really know because I was not alive then. So if you happen to know if they had solutions for trolling motors, definitely let me know in the comments. I'm definitely curious to hear what you got. But I'm going to go back to sanding. I'm going to skip ahead because I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch me sand. So I'll jump back in on the next one. So let me show you what I'm actually doing. So I talked to one of the paint guys, and hopefully you can see these cracks in here. So this is actually very smooth, but you can see the hairline cracks, and the painter actually said that that will come out in the final coat if I don't get those out. So what I'm doing is basically just hitting it again with the 80, taking it down where you can see the cracks are almost gone down here, and then they're still up here. So I'm just kind of working all the way around the boat and gonna basically start this over again, this process of getting rid of all these little spider cracks. And this is all, again, just with 80, and I'm just using a palm sander. So kind of doing most of it by hand. And then I'm going to bring it all the way to 220. What my plan is, we're going to use what they call a high build. It's kind of like a paint primer, but it's a little bit thicker and it fills a lot of the gaps. It gets into those cracks and creates a smooth layer. It doesn't do big stuff, but it will do these little hairline cracks if I get them down enough. So that's the plan. Hopefully you guys got something from this video. Do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. Stick around for the next one. We're going to continue grinding and continue building out the whaler. So if you want to see more, click on the video on your screen.